Okay, hello and welcome to another live stream. Topic is today's paper is May June 2024 1-3. I am solving this variant. We've done 1-1 and 1-2. Let's start solving quickly. The first question that I have is find the coefficient of x squared. So this is on binomial expansion. Okay, there's just one term. I want x squared. So what I should do is I should take out a couple of terms, in fact. Okay, this seems like a reasonable assumption. 10c0, 1 power 10 minus 0, and 3x power 0. 10c1, 1 power 10 minus 1, 3x power 1. 10c2, 1 power 10 minus 2, 3x power 2. I could also pick out selected terms and calculate them as well, but that's a choice that you have. 10c2 is 10 into 9 divided by 45 into 9. 45 into 9 is 405. Okay, so I have 1 plus 30x plus 405x square dot 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 2 gets multiplied with 405x square and minus 5x gets multiplied with 30x. 810x square minus 150x square. 810 minus 150 will get me 660x square. Okay, I don't think I have the markings to that. Okay, yeah, 660 is fine. Let's do the next question. Question number 2a. Now this might be a little tough. The diagram shows a curve. This where k is a positive constant and x is measured in radians. The curve crosses the x-axis at points a and b. Is a minimum point. Find the coordinates of a and b. क्या नहीं समझ आया बेटा? I just expanded and multiplied the terms in that lead me to x square. इसकी expansion हो सकती तो इसकी expansion कर ली मैंने. Okay, question number 2. The diagram shows a curve this where k is a positive constant and x is measured in radians. The curve crosses the x-axis at point A and B is the minimum point. Find the coordinates of A and B. Okay. Now, what I see is कि stretching हुई हुई है and translation forward. So x coordinates जो change होंगे वो translation forward से change हुए होंगे. Okay. So if you see a typical cos x curve, what happens is that this first x-intercept is at pi over 2. Okay, this second x-intercept is at 3 pi over 2. Okay, that's the cos graph that you normally have. अब 90 पे बनाते हैं, ये 270 पे, 180 पे. Okay, so this coordinate has to be at 3 pi over 2. Okay, and it has moved 1 over 6 pi units forward. So where will it be now? It will be at 3 pi over 2 plus 1 over 6 pi. Over 3 pi. Okay, that's the curve crosses the x-axis at point A and B is the minimum point. Find the coordinates. So A का x coordinate आ गया 5/3 pi. The y coordinate is easy. It's 0 in this case. I'm just going to write 0. For B, I'm going to find the y coordinate later on. But this first turning point was then at 180. I can guess that the second turning point will be at 360 plus 180, which is 540. What is 540 in radians? 540 in radians is into pi divided by 180, that's 3 pi. Okay, so the second turning point, this was at pi plus pi over 6. This is going to be at 3 pi plus pi over 6. Okay, so B's x coordinates will be 3 pi plus pi over 6, comma. Okay, I also want the y coordinate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say 9 pi over 6. I'm going to plug that in. 19 pi over 6 minus pi over 6 going to give me minus k. K into minus 1 will give me minus. I think those should be the correct answers for A and B. Let's check from the marking scheme. Yep, both answers are correct. Okay, you have to think about transformations when you do this question. Okay, find the exact value of t that satisfies the equation this. Now, a lot of people end up being confused. You see, this is a number. Why don't you first calculate that? Okay, what's 2, and your calculator should be in radians, because you see there's a pi there, so I should put my calculator in radians as well. Okay, I think that should be pi over 4. So 2 times pi over 4, the sine inverse of 3t equals to pi. The sine inverse of 3t equals to pi minus pi over 2. That gives me again pi over 2. Sine inverse of 3t equals to pi over 6. 9 pi over 6. 9 pi over 6 is half. 1 over 6. Okay, question number 3. The diagram shows the sector of a circle with center C. The radius is CA and CB. I think that's the correct answer. Yeah. C and CB have length r centimeters and the size of the reflex angle ACB is equals to theta radians. The sector shaded in the diagram has a perimeter of 65 and an area of 225, and the values of r and theta. So half r square theta should equal to 25. R square theta should equal 450. Then the perimeter is r plus r plus r theta equals to 65. 2r plus r theta equals to 65. Now I need to make a substitution in order to solve this further. Let's make this substitution. I think that's the easy substitution to make. So 2r square plus 450 over r, I've taken a common denominator. 2r square minus 65r plus 450 equals. R is either 22.5 or 10. Okay, if R is 22.5, 4 divided by That gives me 8 over 9. 450 divided by 10 square. 4.5. Okay, this sounds more reasonable. I'm not sure. I will have to check the answer though, because this is a major sector. It's a reflex angle in theta. Okay, so reflex angle can, this is not reflex. So that answer has to be discarded, and theta is this, and r is that. Okay. This shouldn't be r0 possible. I don't know why that's an option. And the area of triangle ACB. Okay. So I think half AB sinus C. Minus C will be 2 pi minus 4.5. .48 centimeters squared. Okay, then the next question is trigonometry. It says show that the equation this can be written in the form a sine square plus b and on. So cos theta 7 sine theta over cos theta minus 5 cos theta equals to 1. So 7 sine theta cos theta over cos theta minus 5 cos square theta equals to 1. 7 sine theta minus 5, 1 minus sine square theta equals to 1. 7 sine theta minus 5 plus 5 sine square theta equals 1. 5 sine square theta plus 7 sine minus 6. Okay, I've changed that. Again, this one will also change to 5 sine 2x. Let me check if that's correct. 5 sine square plus 7 sine minus. So 5 sine 2x sine square 2x plus 7 sine 2x minus 6 equals to 0. A is 5, B is 7, C is minus 6. Minus B plus minus root of B square minus 4AC. Over 5 and minus 2, sine 2x is either 0.6 or it's minus 2. Not possible. A and S. Alpha is sine inverse of 0.6. I think I need to go into degrees now. .87. Quadrant 1 equals to 2x equals to 36.87. Quadrant 2 equals to 2x equals to 180 minus 36. X is 18.4 and 71 points. Okay. The equation of a curve is y equals to this. Find the coordinates of the stationary points. So differentiation. Let's first write this as y equals to 2x square minus 2 minus x power minus 1 over 2 plus 3. So dy by dx becomes 4x plus x power minus 2 over 2 plus 0. So minus 1 over 8 equals to x cubed. X is therefore equals to minus half. Y equals to 2 times minus half squared minus 2 into minus half plus 3. So that's half plus 1 plus 3. 4.5 is taken away. So minus 1 over 2 comma. That should be the answer. Check. Yeah, that is the correct answer. Determine the nature of the stationary point. So I have to double differentiate this. That would be 4 minus 2x power minus 3 over 2. 4 minus half power minus 3 minus 1 over 8 and then minus 8. Let me put this on a calculator. Positive, therefore minimum. Okay. Then the next one is for positive values of x, determine whether the curve shows a function that is increasing, decreasing, or neither. Give a reason for your answer. So dy by dx is 4x plus 1 over 2x squared. Now, for positive values of x, all terms are positive, therefore dy by dx is greater than 0 and the function is increasing. Okay. Question number 6 quickly. So yeah, it's been 20 minutes and I am on to the 6th question. A curve passes through the point this. Then the equation of the curve dy by dx is minus 25x minus 3 power minus 2. Okay. So equation of the curve is integration. So I get minus 25x minus 3 minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 1, 5. That gives me 4, 5x minus 3 power minus 1 and there's a plus c. Okay. Minus 3, 4. One, 4, minus 7. Okay, so the equation becomes what? The equation becomes y equals minus 25x 3 power 4, 5x minus 3 power minus 1 minus 7. That should be the correct answer. The curve is transformed by a stretch in the x direction with scale factor half, followed by a translation of 210. find the equation of the new curve. So always do this step by step. When I say a scale factor of half followed by a translation, that means I first have to find f of 2x. Okay, how will I find f of 2x? My equation is what? 4 5x minus 3 power minus 7. So f of 2x f of 2x okay, and then I want a translation. So then I want what? Let's assume that this is now g of x. What I want now is for each x to be translated 2 units forward. That means I need g of x minus 2, and I also want plus 10. So I'm going to replace every x with x minus 2, and then put a plus 10 outside. Okay, I think that works out fine. Yeah, that is the correct answer. Question 7. The first term of an arithmetic progression is 1.5 and the sum of the first 10 terms is 120. Find the common difference. So 10 over 2, 2a plus n minus 1 times d. So 127.5 equals to 5 into 3 plus 9d. 15 plus 45d equals to 127.5. 2.5. Find the sum of all the terms of the arithmetic progression whose values are between 25 and 100. Okay, so I will have to figure out what term is 25. If my first term of the arithmetic progression is 1.5, okay, what I need to figure out is what term is 25 and what term is 100, closest to 100 and closest to 5. Okay, so I can say that a plus n minus 1d should be between 25 and 100. Okay, they could also be equals to, greater than or equals to, n should therefore be a whole number. So that's 1.5, I don't know n, and d is 2.5. Let me just first verify if these numbers are correct in terms of the previous answer, or absolute. Right? Okay, so 25 minus 1.5 and n minus 1 times 2.5 is greater than or equal to minus. That gives me 23.5, and that gives me 98 point. Both then have to be divided by 2.5. That is coming out as n minus 1 is greater than or equal to 4, and 98.5 divided by 2.39.4. So n has to be 40.4 and 10.4. That means I need to start from the 11th term and go on to the 40th term. Okay, so I want to find the 11th sum of 40 terms and then subtract sum of 10 terms to find the sum of all of these terms only. Okay, the sum of 40 terms is 40 over 2, 1.5 plus 39 times 2.5, 10 over 2, Okay, you just found the sum of the first 10. 127.5. This is already provided to you. What you just needed to figure out was what was the first term. 1980 minus 1275 1882 1852. Check if I made a calculation mistake. 1980. Okay, 1882.5. I am getting 1980. N over 2 times uh, oh, really silly mistake. 2010. 182.5. Question number 8. It says the circle with equation this meets the y-axis at the point A and B. The tangents to the circle at A and B meet at the point P. Find the coordinates of P. Okay, so this is a circle. I should first try to bring it into the completed square form because I know that I will need the center at some point. So I am going to first change the form. It's a long question. So a square minus 2ab should be 3 plus 3 square. A square 2ab plus b. 25. X minus 3 whole square plus 5. 3 comma minus 1. R is 5. Okay. It meets the y-axis at these points. So y-axis should be somewhere here. Call that point A. Let's call that point B. How do I find these coordinates? I am going to put x as 0 and say that the coordinates of these points will be just y-intercepts. 25 minus 9, 16, y plus 1 equals to 4, and y plus 1 minus 4, y 3, y 5. 3 and minus 5. Okay. So 0 comma 3 and 0 comma minus 5. Those are a and b. I want to find the equations of the tangents at a and b so that I can get them to meet at the point P. for the equation of the tangent, what I will have to do is I will have to take the center of the circle and find out this gradient, and then negative reciprocal it to find out the gradient of the tangent, which is going to be somewhere here. Okay, so let's find out the gradient first. 3 minus minus 1, 0 minus 3, so that's 4 over minus 3. Negative reciprocal gives me 3 over 4 y minus y1 and 4y minus 12 equals 3x minus 4y equals to 12. Then m is y2 minus y1. Negative reciprocal will be minus 3, 4. Y minus y1 mx. So 20 equals to minus 3x minus 4y. Okay, so I have the simultaneous in front of me now. 3x minus 4y equals to minus 12 and minus 3x minus 4y equals to 3, plus and minus 6x equals to minus 32, x equals to minus 16 over 3. Let's just check if that's the correct answer so that I don't make any more silly mistakes. Yes, minus 16 over 3 is the right answer. Let's find out what y should be. Minus 16, so minus 16 goes there, becomes plus 16, so y is minus. We can have the coordinates minus 16 comma 3 and minus 1. Okay, long question, but that's what you had to do. How many questions do we have to go? 9, 10, and I think 7 has. Okay, so 3 more questions to go. This is a shaded area question, probably integration and something else. The diagram shows the curve with equation this, find the equation of the tangent to the curve. So equation of the tangent to the curve is dy by dx. So dy by dx is power half, so half 2x cubed plus 10 half minus 1 into x squared. So 3x squared 2x cubed plus 10 power minus half. That's dy by dx. Let's calculate the dy by dx at x equals to 3. (27) 16 plus. That sounds a little wrong. No, calculate. 54 and 64. 27 over 8 is the gradient. I want the equation of the tangent only, but I don't have the y coordinate. Root of 2, 3 cubed plus 10, 8. So y minus y1 mx. 8y minus 64 equals to 27x minus 7 into 3 is 81. Okay, let's check if that's fine too. It had to be all on one side. So 27x minus 8y minus 17. That's fine then. The shaded region in the diagram is enclosed by the curve this. Find the volume of the solid obtained when the shaded region is rotated 360 degrees about the x-axis. This is relatively simple. It's between the lines 1 and 3. So 1 and 3 is the limits. And you write the function squared. Okay. So root of 2x cubed plus 10 squared. Okay. With the pi outside. So 2x cubed plus 10 remains. And then you integrate that. 2x power 4 divided by 4 plus 10x 8 plus 20 17.5 pi. No, 60 pi. I picked that up correctly. One and three, one and three, one and three. Pi. Okay, question number 10, the geometric progression. This is this tendency in the past papers now that you'd see two questions from one particular topic. So there's a separate question on arithmetic progressions, a separate question on geometric progressions entirely. Very unusual for the past papers to do that, but the geometric progression has first term 2 and common ratio r. It is given that 9 over 2 a power 5 a fifth. So that's ar4 and that's ar squared equals to 8. Find the value of r. So 9 over 2 to r power 4 7 to r squared equals to 8. That's why it might convert to a disguised quadratic equation. So I can say that u equals to r squared, so 9u squared plus 14u minus 8. Converted it into a quadratic now. A is 9, b is 14, and c is 8. I'm going to put this on my calculator quickly. Four over 9 minus 2. 2 over 3 and minus 2 over 3. Does it say anything? R is greater than 0. So minus 2 over 3 is removed, not possible. Okay, so that's the value of R. Find the sum of the first 20 terms of the geometric progression, giving an answer correct to 4 significant figures. So it's fine. A 1 minus R power n or 1 minus R. Just a calculator question. 1 minus 2 over 3 power 20 to 2 divided by 1 over 3. 5.998. Hopefully all of that should be correct. Because it said 4 significant figures, I had to leave out some things. Leave it in the decimal form rather than rounding off the entire thing. Okay, find the sum to infinity of the progression, this a2, a5, and so on. Okay, so a2 should be 2r. R is 2 over 3. Then a5 should be 2 over 3 power r minus power 4. And then 2 into 2 over 3 power 7. Okay, so if this is the sum to infinity of this progression, then the first term of this progression is 4 over 3. Sum to infinity is a 1 minus r. What is being multiplied? That's 2 over 3 cubed being multiplied. Graphs of functions for O levels. I think there should be a recorded video on that. I don't have a lecture planned, if that's what you're wondering, but I will be solving some O-level math questions very soon. I will start solving past papers, and you can join in and sort of clear your doubts. Thirty-six over 19. Okay, question 11, last question for this exam. The function f is defined by this by completing the square. It tells you have to complete the square. When the form is not given, it's your call on what form you want to use. I've always told you that you should use the form ax minus h whole square plus k. X square minus 2xh plus h square plus k. So ax square minus 2ahx plus h square plus a is minus 1, minus 2ah is 6, so minus 2 minus 1, h is 6, h is 3, and 10 equals to ah square plus k. Okay, so that's the completed square form. I hope that's correct. Nineteen. So I missed something. Oh, this is 10. Okay, so minus 1 would have messed up the entire question. I had gotten that wrong. Can you message me on WhatsApp and I could then get back to you later on? Okay, I can't find the video right now myself because I'm solving this exam. Okay, the function g, you will probably find my WhatsApp in the description. The function g is defined by g of x equals for x plus k, where k is a constant. It is given by the graph of y equals to g inverse f of x. Means the graph of y equals to g of x at a single point. Single point means that b square minus 4ac should be equals to 0. Okay, so first let's do g inverse of x. So y minus k, that's g inverse of x. X minus k over 4. It meets the graph of g inverse f of x. So let's do g inverse f of x now. What's our f of x? Our f of x is the factorized form. That's, I think, going to be more useful. So okay, so minus x minus 3 whole square plus 19 divided minus k divided by 4. meets the graph of y equals to g of x. So minus x minus 3 whole square plus y minus k over 4 should meet the graph of 4x plus k, which means equate the two. I think this is turning out fine, and this should boil down to a quadratic everything. 16x plus 4k. It's a long calculation, I'm assuming. This is the last question. Might take you a little bit of time at the end. The important thing is to be careful with the signs and everything. I am not sure I'm careful here, but b square minus 4ac is n square minus 4 times 1 time. 100 minus 20k plus 40. 0. K equals to 7. K equals to 7. I want to find out the single point P. So I will have to plug that K back in here. Okay. And then find out the single point P. Minus x square minus 10x minus 20. X square plus 10 plus 20. X equals to minus 5. Y equals to 4x minus plus 7. So 4 times minus 5 plus 7 minus 13. Minus 5 and minus 13. Let's check if that's the correct answer. Okay, I haven't told you the range in the previous question. That's what I've forgotten to do. Minus 5 minus. That is correct. Okay, given that I forgot to calculate the range, since it says all real values, this curve is going to look like a sad face. Okay, the turning point is going to be 3 comma 19. So y is greater than or less than or equals to 9, the range function. Okay, that's it for this exam. I will be back with more live streams. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram and subscribe to YouTube, and you will